Hello everyone, and welcome back to Space Engineers. Today, we are going to fix the mining. And I think we should start by seeing if we can get this one to park. So let's just see, that's Ant Mark 2. So if we go into the remote control it. Okay, I'm not sure which way. Okay, so that is completely rotated incorrect. Yeah, so I'm just going to turn it around. And let's just see. Oh, it might be upside down. I can't tell. I should really be behind it. Oh, that's okay. I can do it this way. Okay. So what I'm going to do actually is this time round, I'm going to get it to park in the direction of the asteroid. So it doesn't have to do a turn. And let me just see. So the asteroid is just about over there. So I'll park it facing in this direction over there. So let's just control it again now that I'm in a place where I can see it properly. Hopefully properly. Let's just reverse this one. Yeah, okay. And it's connected us on the other side anyway, which is convenient. So that it won't run over the other ant when it's getting to where it needs to go. So it's a little bit low still. So, and let's just see, is that just about right? Know that as soon as it's within range, it should lock it. Okay, not sure what's going on. Oh, it just needs to be a little bit further back. We can fix that. Maybe from here so we can see a little bit better. Remote control. Reverse a wee bit. There we go. Now we should find ourselves with more silicon than we can shake a stick at just about now. So let's go have a look. Oops. Oh, okay. Silicon. Oh. Only 35.7K. Oh, wait, here. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. There's 234K of refined silicon already. Oh. I didn't know that it refined silicon that quickly. Or maybe this is from... No, it can't be from previous mining runs. Yeah, there is the whole brick ton of silicon. 236,000 silicon. I'm not sure how it managed to already get that much sorted, but okay. Let's actually check accessing this one. Did we call it the ant cargo? We didn't, did we? Cargo. Yeah. Oh, wait. I could have just checked for the one that was white in color. Cargo. Yep, medium cargo container. Yep, okay, so there is only one medium cargo container on this. It couldn't even carry that. That is incredibly depressing. Okay, before I try and sort things on this one, actually there are a few things that I want to do. I want to check, because the last time we were fiddling with this, yeah, we were having these errors. Yeah, it's... Oh, yeah, okay. It's probably got the argument exception errors because it doesn't have a drill. So let us pop a drill on here. Funnily enough, we had one which I removed for some other reason. So let's pop one in here. So drill. Just trying to figure out what I won't need. Okay, that's the 9th toolbar. A bit of a reach. Okay, so let's just see. Okay, it can go there and there. So we are literally just going to go back to, yeah, maybe the 2 drills was more functional than it ever was with the 6 or 8 that we had on later. So we need a bunch of steel plate and large steel tube. Oh, we didn't have to come all the way over here actually. Steel plate. Oh, I've got a whole bunch of junk, including literal junk. Steel plate. I should have checked how many I would actually need. And I need to build 2 of them. Okay, that's 1. Do I have enough to build the other one? And some construction components. That's easily enough done. Can I maybe sneak some from there? I saw it light up. Can I? No. Okay, fine. I'll pick it up from here. Construction components. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so now this shouldn't have a complaint. Let's see. That was still complaining. There we go. That is looking a lot better. Now, I saw on the forums that our dev had fixed the issue with the performance. So let's update the code on there. Now to do that, we need one of these, which is a projector. It's a little bit of a long way around, and if you guys have been watching this series for a while, yep, it is a little convoluted. I can never remember how a projector is supposed to go. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'll just rotate it around and sort it later. So what did I need? I needed some motors. Where are the motors? And some computers. Okay. And fortunately, we can do this. We can go all the way over here because we have an antenna. Wait, we do have an antenna. Are we out of the range of the antenna? Oh, did I switch off my, yep, I did. Asteroid base. Projector. And what I want is blueprints and RDAV's AI auto miner script. Okay. And now what we will need to do is we will need to go in and we clearly need to rotate this thing around. So, okay, that doesn't help. That might. In fact, I think that will do. So I need to weld something. Oh, interior plate. And I wonder what else I will need. Sure, I will need. Oh, I have a bunch of other things anyway. So let me just go get some interior plate. Where's interior plate? There it is. Okay. And let's see. Maybe I can't even. Oh, is that a rotor? What is? Yes, I think that's a rotor underneath it. I can't tell. Do you think that once I've built that, I can build that? Maybe not. Ah. Okay, do you think that something has to let me build this? Oh, okay, that's quite cool. I didn't see that before.
Storm inbound.
Now I just need to get something within range there so I can actually build that piece, which is the... Oh, come on. Why can't I... I need to build that. Okay, that's... Oh, what if I just make life easier for myself and just put a block there? Okay, that's a good little cheat. I don't actually need what's there. I just need a block for this to be attached to. So I just need one display and 2 large steel tubes.
Energy low.
One display and 2. Okay, I need one more. Yep, that'll do. Okay, now let's see. Edit. So what is the version here? There was a version 4. Excellent. I think we're only on 2. So I'll copy that. And let's go over to our Ant Mark II. Oops, I ran into that. I nearly died. Okay, so PB, edit, Control A, Control V, check code, remember and exit. Oh yes, large amount of thrusters. And there is a thruster count over right here. So let me just set that to false, check code, remember and exit. And how's that looking? Drill inventory is currently empty. That should be good, right? Return. Okay. So off she goes for mining. Now what I want to do is I want to go and retrieve Ant Mark 1. But I am wondering if I should try and put some thrusters in there so that it will be able to move the ship rather than trying to take all the drills and that inventory off. To be able to do that, I'm going to need 2 steel plate, 1 large steel tube, 1 thruster component, and 1 construction component. So I think we will be limited by the large steel tube, which is the heaviest component there. So let us see how many large steel tubes we can take. We can take 20. Now I suspect that we can take 10 because we need 10 construction components, 10 thruster components, 20 steel plate, and what else was there? Construction components, thruster components, large steel tubes, and steel plates. I think that's everything. Construction components, thruster components, steel plates, and large steel tubes. And house and inventory. Almost full. We might be able to take a couple more, but that's going to be more irritating than it's worth. Try and... Oh, wait. I'm not going to go yet. Because, as suicidal as I sometimes am, I want to heal myself first. Because I am going to run into things and I don't want that to kill me. Still seeing performance issues, but I am hoping that is from Ant Mark 1. Actually, what I will do is I will go to Ant Mark 1. Did I not switch off the program? Oh, if I switch off the programmable block though, it might... You know what I could do actually? I could just replace it. I could just fix it from here. I don't need to go over there. So let me just switch this to false. I am very hopeful that it won't lose the GPS coordinates and stuff. Yeah, it's doing alright. So let's now keep an eye on the performance issues. Okay, let's wait it out because that was right after I made the change. Oh, that's still not good. At least we don't have lag. Let's give it some time and see how it does. Alright, so off we go to Ant Mark 1, and then we will put in a few extra thrusters. So we've got 10, we've got 6 sides, so we could put 2 in 4 and just in 4 directions and just 1 in the other 2 directions. Or maybe we put a few in, let it maneuver out, because once it's out of that space, it's only going to need accelerating and braking thrusters. So yeah, I don't know how well that would work. We might still have to. I think we had 2 drills before. Now we have 8. Yeah, it's not going to be able to bring 8 back, I don't think, with an extra thruster or 2. I do intend to leave the original 2 drills in place though. There should be enough thrusters to move the ship with 2 drills, with just 2 drills. Still getting the performance issues, that's not great. Although, I need to get there first. Because I want to check if it's the same issue that, oops, come on. I want to see if it's the same issue that's causing our problems, because the issue we had last time was that each run of the Ant Mark 1 and Ant Mark 2 for the programmable block was like 35 milliseconds when it should really be, less than 1 millisecond. So let's go and have a look. Or a couple of milliseconds is fine too. It's just, 30 is way too high. Okay, let's get over here and see what... Oh wait, the ship is moving. That's great. So Ant Mark 1, inventory. Let's just see. Okay, that's full. That's almost full. Okay, none of those are full, that's fine. Full. Yeah, it's all full. And it's able to move it. So it would seem that this one doesn't really have a problem with the thrusters. Is it possible that the other one was stuck because of a bug? It would seem so, wouldn't it? Let's see what the programmable block has to say. Finish task, returning to drop off. Seems to be perfectly happy to do that. With all of that very tasty iron. I am thoroughly confused though. Yeah, see, this runtime here, that's a lot more reasonable now. Whereas before it was like 30. Okay, so what is this guy doing now? It's dancing. It's dancing. Is it going to make its way back? It's been dancing like that for a little while. Just gonna wait and see. So I think we did see it just kind of come out of that space. And it started to dance just about the time that we got here. Okay, it's turning. I think it's succeeding. So nothing wrong with that Mark 1. That's great. So let's head back to base and fix the other issue that I ran into in the last episode, which was that the welding ship wasn't picking up the items. And that, of course, was because I put the connector on the cockpit, and that won't work because the rear of the connector, which is connected to the junction, only has 2 conveyor ports. It doesn't have the full connection port, which I realized when I was editing the video. So that needs to be fixed, which we can do. And then we can carry on with the building of the capital ship. Now, it looks like the performance problems have gone away as well, which is great news. So hopefully, I'm wondering though, should I now put a few of those drills back on Ant Mark II? Not sure. I mean, the thing about the drills is that they would hold a lot more capacity as well. So it's so it would still take longer for each trip. Maybe I'll leave Ant Mark II as it is for now, and then we can sort it out later if necessary. And what we will also do is we will get the welding ship to pick up materials into the welders, and we will see if that will help reduce the number of trips that we need to make. We also need to actually check out if we will still be able to move the ship with it fully loaded, and if we need to add a few more thrusters. Hopefully it'll be okay. Oops, not X6, you see. I don't need these components, but I do want to take this apart because we don't need it anymore. There we go. Oh, don't need that either. Okay, so let's go in here and okay, there's our ship. Now, this won't do at all, but that's actually okay because we don't need to put additional storage on here. We actually don't. All we really need to do is configure it so that the welders also pick up capacity, because the welders hold as much stuff, as I realized, as a cargo container. And we were going to try and put 2 more cargo containers on here, but you know what, we have exactly 2 welders, so we can just put them onto the welder and that should work. There we go. Actually, before I connect it up, let me go in here. So okay, I've already tried to set that up, so let's connect. Welder. That's odd. Welder. Wait a minute. What is the... I thought... Oh no, it's called the printer cargo, right? Printer cargo. So... printer cargo is definitely set up. I thought that Tim managed the welders as well, but apparently Tim does not, which is really disappointing. Printer, let's just try again. Tim, steel plate, 1000. No? No? What is it? Square brackets? I forgot. No, doesn't like it. So what happens then if I go here and then I say printer and then I put that there and that there, if I manually move them over, that works. I wonder if the welder is not being detected by Tim because of the welder range fix mod that I've put into place. Well, the good news is, even with all 4 of them filled out, this thing is pretty responsive. Okay, not incredibly responsive, but feels like it's responsive enough. So I can think about how to add a couple more cargo containers on here so that Tim can manage its capacity rather than me having to... Ooh, I do have to be careful. Rather than me having to move it manually each time. There we go. Yeah. Otherwise it's going to be just irritating to have to move the items manually. I wonder if I should just have one extra cargo container so that... How close are we? So that we are not overburdened. Although it is just the first kind of trip that it would need to... that I would need to be careful about. After that it will pick up fairly quickly. Yeah. That was pretty sweet. And I remember from last time we also need to... We need to get the shredder out here because I can't take those things, that middle column, out easily using just my grinder, because that would probably take like 5 trips. I don't actually know if I'm exaggerating. I might not be. All right, let's see. I'm not sure what all we need for that. Is it telling us? Nope. It's just telling us that we don't have what it needs. Let's just check. It needs a bunch of stuff, which I'm not going to worry about just now. I'm just going to get some of the chassis done. So I'm just going to do this one from underneath, because I think I was mostly just test driving for how well this would work rather than actually starting to weld this whole thing up. Okay. So that's cool. Let me go and get the shredder because I want to clear that column out, because we wanted 3 spaces there, unless I'm... yeah, 2, 3, yeah, makes sense. So the shredder is still sitting outside, I think. Yeah, there it is. Unpark. Okay, I'm looking at it from the wrong direction, but that's not a problem. Let's get back, looking the right way, and make our way across. Oof, this is so... Oh, shit. I was just gonna say that this is so responsive, and I ran into the wall. Certainly more responsive than the other ship, but I shouldn't take it for granted. It can't stop as soon as I take my finger off the button. Oh, okay, there goes the flight seat. But that's okay. I just need to be very careful about what I actually take out. Okay. There we go. I guess what I could actually do with a little bit of jiggery pokery, not that I actually, maybe I should. I could connect this ship to that ship. Yeah. So that all of these materials which we just took out, will that work? I'm not sure if I've ever actually tried this. Connecting to... I'm sure it'll work. Oh, it won't work because there is no Tim on either of these ships. I guess I could transfer it manually. So printer cargo. So I'll just... Oh. Because... Oh, wait. What was it called? Shredder. Shredder cargo 2. That's interesting. Where did... That's not making any sense. Okay, let me take that off. Let me move away. And let me just go into the inventory. Oh, it's all in the connector. Why is it in the connector? Guess it doesn't matter. So, connector. Just move it to the other connector. Not a lot, but still more than I could have carried myself. So, okay. Are we upside down? Yeah, I think we are. Not that there is actually an upside down in space, but you know what I mean. Oh, we don't have that stuff here. Okay. So that one of these ports is what's used by our printer. So let us... Oh, that's going to be annoying. Oh, looks like that might be a little annoying to park it like that. But I could maybe do this way so I can see a little bit better. There we go. That takes care of that. So let's come back here and see what we can do with this, because we're wanting this to be the front of the ship and kind of want it to be made of glass. Now, I haven't used these. There are these diagonal... Oh, okay, so that probably won't work for us, will it? No, because that leaves a lot of space around. Let's just see. Window. Slanted. Slope. So I think a slope is kind of what I'm thinking about. Or there is a slope that's 1 by 1. That's 1 by 2. What's a vertical window? We can try that. And we'll try the 1 by 2 slope as well. We'll put that there because we might use the flats for... Oh, that's not actually a window, it's more like a vent. Oh, could be like an internal window with blinds, I guess. Okay, let's try that. 7. Oh, that's way too slopey, isn't it? Yeah, I can't actually use that. If it was the other way around, as in one block diagonal over 2 blocks. Oh wait, that's exactly what this is. If it was the other way around, in that if it was 2 block diagonal over 1 block, that doesn't make any sense either. Okay, so let me check the other slope actually, because there is the 1 by 1. No. Yeah. Okay. If I am wanting to do oh, girder, of course. F CC girder. So we'll pick up 100. Should be more than enough for us. And let us see if we can get... Oh wait, doesn't like it? Why not? So where am I supposed to be able to put this then? Oh, like that. Okay. That's actually okay. Because... where did I... Okay, 6. Because I can put... Hold on. Not quite that. Can I do it with a slope? Because if I put a slope there, and then can I put... Yeah, I can. Okay. That might work. Will it actually? Is still for us to find out. Let's just check 6. And I want to put that block there, that block there. Now I'm realizing that if I put these windows down completely, then I'm not sure how I would weld it. So I guess we would bring this forward one more. So yeah, and that would be the proper, or yeah, would we even have a block here like this? I'm not sure, because we could actually fold that back in. I mean, aerodynamics is clearly not relevant because we are in space. There is no air. Okay, so let's get these down, and let's put these ones down as well, and then we can put the slopes down. I probably should think about, yeah, and those are okay. Just trying to think about how to place the interiors of this. I mean, arguably, if I can build enough of this and then I can get it docked and put some ports on the inside, then I could access components from there and build the interior of it from that. The other thing that I could do is, if I ignore the cockpit, I'll just not build the roof around the rest of the section, and then I can just build it from the top down. Building it from the side might be complicated. I'm not sure how easily the ship will fit through there. The bigger issue that always, the real issue here is the cargo capacity of this little guy here. It just doesn't have enough cargo for building a lot of these things easily. But instead of ruining such things, let us put in the flight, the flight seat. That'll do, because that is the control station's flight seat. Flight seat would go there. Okay, let me go get me some interior plate. Let's see, interior plate. Oops. And let me put in a flight seat. I want it inside. That's fine. Oops, is that facing the right way? I can't tell, because the wireframe doesn't provide that detail. Yep, that's how I want it. Yep, so it was facing the right way. So this one actually, 100 computers. Yeah, this one I can build myself, and I probably should. So construction component, display, motor. How many construction components? Construction component, display, motor. Let me just sort that out so it looks nice. Construction component, display, motor. Okay. Let me put some of these things away. Yep, that's all. Hopefully that's all we need. Oh, thought I picked up motors.
Meteor
Okay,
storm
I need 2
inbound.
motors. And then we can build all of the glass and the rest of this framework. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's looking decent. I can work with that. 8 window slope. There we go. Not sure how this will look or feel. I don't know. I think it looks kind of neat. It might be a little too blocky in terms of it being a little too diagonal, straight across 45-degree angle sort of thing. But you know what? Let's build this thing up. Let's do the armor, which is fairly straightforward, and then let's pick up the bulletproof glass and stuff for the windows, and let's see how it looks once constructed. And I think that I would probably need to try and soften the edges here a little bit so it looks a little bit nicer. Let's do the other side. Let's have a look. Yeah, actually, yeah. I need to do something about that. I think I might actually... What did we just run into? Oh, did we just run into the wall? Okay. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put... Oh, man. I need more steel plate. Okay, so let me... Can I easily access steel plate from in here? Because I literally just need like 5 or 10. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, do you think that... I think that looks better. Okay. I mean, I'm by no means going to be the prettiest ship in the galaxy, but I just need it to be pretty enough. All right, let's go park this one. Okay, and while we work on parking this one, let's also talk about where we can fit a couple more cargo containers. Because, yeah, putting a couple more cargo containers is going to be a bit of a nightmare, because if I put them on the sides, that's going to expand it out, and I don't want to make it wider than it already is. I think the simplest way of fitting a couple more cargo containers is actually in the back. If I take off the thrusters, you know, these 2 sets of 6 thrusters on the left and the right, I can put in 2 more cargo containers, probably right behind the 2 that are already there, and put these thrusters behind that. That could work. But for now, I'm just going to unlock so I can access this a little bit easier, because I can then do this, and I'm just going to move these over there, because for the sake of convenience, I'm just going to do that. Yep, so that's fully loaded. Oops. Just going to check. We still have all of that. It is interesting that... Okay, so Tim doesn't manage this container at all. So that's why it doesn't pick them back up when I connect them. So I guess that's at least a pseudo positive of you know, it doesn't work at all, so it just doesn't see it as a container. Okay, I'm gonna be incredibly careful here because the ship is very sluggish right now. So I want the first set to be as close to where I'm starting from as possible, because once we have done some welding, it does become easier as the ship gets lighter. Probably didn't need that much. I didn't need that much actually at all, because what I need now is bulletproof glass. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, that looks okay. It could look a lot worse, is really what I mean. Do you think we could have used rounded edges there? But I don't know. The curve coming in kind of fits well there. Yeah. And what I guess we could do now is... I'm gonna hop out. Oops. Do you think that the ship is wide enough? Because that is really only... How many blocks wide? Where is... 6, okay. It's really we only have 1, 2, 3 blocks worth of space on the inside, which is actually not enough. But what we are going to do is, let me just hop down. Oh, we don't have gravity here, I forgot. I was like, why is there no gravity? Because we don't have gravity. Okay, so what we will do here is actually... Oh, are we out of steel plate again? We will close that section up. Now the question is, do we close it up there? Oh, and I did that wrong. I might not need, I don't need that many girders. Keep a few though. Okay. So, yeah, we are definitely going to make the midsection of the ship bigger. But one thing I'm not sure about is, do we close this section up there or one out? Oops, I did it again, using the wrong block. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. How does that feel? If I can even walk around in front there. Do I want this bigger, because I want to move this back a bit and possibly put in some LCD panels in the front with extra information and stuff like that. So yes, I don't want it to feel claustrophobic in here, but I also don't want it to be too big. So I will put these there and close this up. Yeah, this. Yep, all of that can be the cockpit. And then what we are going to do is we're going to we are going to expand this out. So we will go out like so. From there, and so I'm just thinking out loud as to how we are going to do this, because we possibly don't want, yeah, okay, we won't have it looking stepped on the inside, because we will, okay, there are 2 blocks on the inside, that's good as well. So how, yeah, so we would do it this way. Yep, 1, 2, 3, and then we would have 1, 2, 3. Now, so that's 2 blocks wider on this side, which is going to be enough, because we'll make it 2 blocks wider on this side as well, which is going to give us exactly, well, it's going to give us symmetry for 1 and give us exactly what we need. So that's going to be 4 there. Oh wait, that's completely wrong. It needs to be the other way around. But I just looked at the time and I'm noticing that we are out of it. So we will need to do the wing of that side in the next episode. Yep, and we missed one section there, which also we will do in the next episode, because that is all the time. So we have in this episode. In the next episode, what we'll do is we will continue working on the ship, and we will go and check on at Mark 1 as well, see if it finally got back, and see if there's any other maintenance we need to do. But the main task will be to continue working on the ship. Well, that's it for this episode. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.